Oh shit, my bad. And you are now tuned into another episode of Black Business Buzz, presented to you by Intellectually Petty Radio. I know I said that backwards, but it still sounded fly. Week after week, day after day, year after year, we only rock with legends around here. And today is absolutely no exception. First off, shout out to Nerd DJs Radio Network and A Beautiful Machine Magazine. And next up, or first up, however you want to say it, we got one of the most intelligent creatures to ever walk on the planet Earth, Jeff Malone of A1 Records. How you doing, King?
Hey man, I'm blessed to be here, man. Hey, that was a hell of an introduction right there.
I've been working on my shit, man. I've been practicing.
Nah, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here.
Yo, how's your family? How's life?
Hey, life is good, man. I'm just living and learning. Family is growing. Me personally, I'm helping them as much as I can, man. I'm helping them as much as I can. They call me your favorite cousin for a reason, because hey, I do whatever I can to help my family. I'm working on building their business right now, and that's what we're here to talk about, I guess.
Yo, Gainesville, Florida, right?
Georgia. Yeah, right above Florida.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a Gainesville in Georgia?
Yes, it's about 5 Gainesvilles that I know of. Texas, Florida, Georgia, a couple more places I can't think of off the top of my head. But I'm from Georgia, though.
Yo, okay. Why A1 Records?
Added up records. Added up to me, man. It's self-explanatory, really. I'm just building my catalog. I'm just getting started, man. With this intellectual property, it's a long game, man. A lot of people don't understand what it is, but once you got these copyrights, you can leverage them for decades to come, man. It don't gotta pop off this year. Just keep adding to your catalog, and that's what I'm about, man. Adding it up and making it make sense too.
And my apologies, I said A1 and it's added up. Thank you for checking me politely. Okay, so when did you start?
I started the company in September 2022.
Okay.
You mean when did I start the company, or when did I start the actual business, the actual art?
The company.
Oh yeah. The company I started in 2022. September.
Okay. And so, are you writing songs, or do you have like artists on your roster?
Well, in the beginning, I just started it for myself. I'm a self-published songwriter and recording artist. But since then, I brought my brother, who's currently incarcerated. I brought him along with me and helped him publish some stuff. So, I mean, I'm starting to see it beyond myself now.
So, is it like a sinking situation, or are you putting out music, or are you writing for others?
Well, we just write for ourselves for right now, and yeah, we just releasing it to casual listeners right now. But me personally, I'm more into the business side. Like I said, my brother, he incarcerated right now, so I mean, we came up doing this. He just get a kick out of seeing his stuff on major streaming platforms and stuff like that, and I get a kick out of seeing that for him. But I'm more into the licensing space. I'm just learning right now, like I said, man, living and learning.
So wait a minute, your brother is putting shit out from the joint?
Right, and is that
nigga? And you know what's crazy is I've heard quite a few people, like they got different type of apps now where inmates can take advantage of, and they actually putting out some high quality shit.
Yeah.
And not only that, you can share your music from prison to prison now.
What you mean when you say that?
They've got different like my brother was locked up a couple years ago. And you know how they can purchase the iPads or rent them or whatever, however you do that shit. But they can upload music to that. It gotta be like, the prison's gotta be okay with the music. But from my understanding, the selection ain't bad.
Hey, I ain't never heard of nothing like that. So you saying the prison licensing music?
I don't know if the prison is actually licensing music, but it's like anything else in prison. They have to agree to you to have it. So, there's some music, I'm assuming like the super political, and actually not even super political, but shit that black folks come up with that's political, they ain't letting that shit happen.
Yeah. It sound about right.
You know, so is he getting out soon?
Well, my brother got a life sentence, so I mean, we just playing it by ear right now.
Nigga, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Hey man, it's all in the game, man. It ain't your fault. It's just part of what we grow up with.
Yo, although I do know somebody that got a life sentence and is currently living his best life free.
Hey, well, I said we just play it by ear, man. Only God knows what the future might bring.
Okay, so what's coming up in the future for Add It Up?
Added Up Records, man. We just dropped my brother's first EP, like I said. So now I'm getting ready to roll some stuff out. I ain't got it all the way laid out. I really wanted to get my brother project released first, and that was really weighing heavy on me. I ain't really want to get too caught up in my own art, my own songs just yet. But now that we got the Karate Kid EP drop, I'm getting ready to at least drop a single before Black Friday. I got a Christmas song I want to release on Black Friday, but I got something I want to put out before the end too. So I'm just keeping it quiet right now, man, and having fun with the music.
That's a dope ass hoodie too. Where'd you get that from?
I actually designed this myself, man. I designed this. If you go check out my last EP, Several Hours in Training, you'll see me with one of these on a different color scheme though.
Okay, so your last EP, when did that come out?
I dropped that last September, 2024.
Who's producing for you guys?
Well, we got a few different producers. Kenny B the Great, he produced a couple my tracks and my brother tracks. I got this producer I work with, Joe Peoples. Y'all probably heard of him. He got a few industry connections and a whole lot of work out there. You know, Quinshai Bush, a local producer I came up with. You know, we coming up together. Pretty much just local producers, man. This next single, I got my boy from Michigan, Don Quilly, and DJ Q, DJ E Red. Man, I got a few different producers. I'm just working with the locals right now. The people that saw me come up, man. The people that respect me for who I am with the budget that I got right now.
Yo, how much do you need? I don't want to get too far off into your pockets, but I know like back in the day, Timbaland was charging $500,000 for one song. And I know streaming has significantly changed the production game. Can you reasonably make a really good sonically put together album on a shoestring budget? Or is that like a thing of the past?
Well, I would say, yeah, first of all, to answer the question, I say, yeah, you could do it. You got to develop skill at some point though, or connections. I mean, if you got, let's take Timbaland, for example. You take Timbaland with the same skill set that he had coming up and no money, and you take Jay-Z with the same skill set he had with no money.
Okay.
You get them somebody with some equipment where they could just make some stuff. Could they make a hit? It's still Jay-Z, it's still Timbaland.
Yeah.
I mean, I absolutely, I think you can make a hit. Now it may be more challenging because now you got to work on the connections. Yeah. And you got to build the skills. Either you got to take the time to build the producing skills, or you got to connect with producers. And people don't want to take the time to do that leg work, man. They don't want to take the time to build connections because it take a genuine interest in what other people got going on.
What's wrong with hip hop today?
Ooh, you giving me some hard ones today.
my bad, bro.
I think, man, I won't even say hip hop in general. I see hip hop is a black thing. First of all, let me say that. So if I'm gonna talk about what's wrong with hip hop, I'm gonna really have to look at the black community as a whole. And I would say we get so caught up in entertainment that we neglect the education part. Even if you look at hip hop, let's say all these rappers and whatnot making all this music coming out left and right every day.
Facts.
And then you look at these artists and they ain't registered with no kind of agency, collect no PRO, no publishing agency or nothing. They ain't getting no type of royalties off all the music they making, except what the distributor pay them. So the education, we need to educate ourselves on this business if we're gonna play the game. And I think once we start educating ourselves, the message in the music will change. One thing I think about the message in the music is it ain't nothing. It's lacking substance, man. Everybody just want to party.
Mm-hmm.
But all that entertainment with no education gonna leave us messed up in the end, man. And I'm just striving to educate people through entertainment.
Yo, man, there's a lot of goofy shit out there nowadays.
Yeah.
And the sad part about it is who celebrates the goofy shit. Like I've seen 10-year-olds with their parents in the video, and this nigga talking about killing somebody. Like, are you serious, bro? Like something needs that. There should be some repercussions for doing shit like that. But I'm sorry, I ain't gonna get on my soapbox too much. Okay, so do you prefer being in front of the camera or the more business role?
I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Hey, it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing something that I feel good about, hey, put me on the camera, man, and let me say what I got to say, man. Let me kick this. But if you got something powerful to say, bro, I'm more than happy to stand behind that camera and say, hey, put my brother on, man. Listen to what he's saying.
Is the South still getting disrespected? As a matter of fact, let me take Atlanta out of the equation because Atlanta has been getting respected for years. But other than that, is the Southern region still getting disrespected by hip hop?
Man, I don't think so. I think the South is influencing hip hop in a way that I don't even know if it's good or bad. Because I talk about the entertainment, and hey, we a big part of that. We're a big part of that turn up culture, man. So I mean, I gotta take a level of responsibility for what's wrong with hip hop myself. Mm-hmm. You know, coming from that Trap or Die era, you know, we came up on that Young Jeezy and all that. We was educating ourselves on fast money, but not really global markets and stuff like that, legal ways of doing stuff. So I mean, the South is getting plenty of respect these days. I just wish that we would respect ourselves more and respect the consumer that we serve when we make their music.
Yo, you don't hear that very often. And the South is kind of, you know, they have definitely done their fair share of the fuckery. And we all have. Like, I'm not absolving the East Coast, the West Coast, you know, up north, the whole, you know, we've just been putting out the balance is just not there anymore. You know, what do you love most about hip hop?
The freedom of speech, man. The freedom of speech. And that's why I don't really too much want to bash no artists and nothing like that. Even stuff I disagree with in the state of hip hop right now, I can still appreciate the fact that we got the freedom of speech, man, to move this culture in whatever way we want to. I love that. I love that freedom of speech, the freedom of expression.
And what's crazy about that though, too, is that you got to thank Luke for that.
You said Luke?
Yeah, you definitely got to thank Uncle Luke for that. Although the nigga was saying some wildly ridiculous shit back in the day, you know, and his shows was like, that nigga's one of the most horrible things to happen in hip hop outside content wise. I gotta be honest, bro. And I was I'm from Detroit, and Luke and Jeezy can do no wrong in Detroit. But man, that nigga was horrible back in the day, bro. But he stood on his square and he took that shit to court.
You say he took it to court?
Yes, they tried to they tried to lock this nigga up for his songs, and he sued them, you know, basically freedom of speech. And what, you know, so without that court case, like, hip hop would be completely different.
Yeah, and I ain't even up on that. I'm not even up. I gotta go read into that, man.
Oh yeah, because I'm an old fat nigga in the basement. So yeah, I remember that shit. You know, like, it was a big thing back then. You know, like that was a pivotal moment in not just hip hop, but in music. Because if they had got away with censoring him, they can censor anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if people want to get in touch with you, how do they go about doing that?
Hey man, if you want to listen to my music, you'll get in touch with me there on any streaming platform. I am your favorite cousin. On Facebook, you can follow my business page, Added Up Records LLC. You can follow your favorite cousin on Facebook. You can follow me personally, Jeffrey Craig Malone. If you really connect with me and what I'm doing, man, I'm way beyond just rapping. I really want to connect my people to business opportunities. So connect with me, man. Connect with me.
All right,
Jeffrey Craig Malone.
I definitely appreciate you for stopping by, bro. I wish you much success in the future. If there's anything that we can do at Intellectually Petty Radio to help you, let me know, and we got you.
All right, I appreciate y'all having me, man. Peace.
Peace, man. You have a good one, man. Oh, and if nobody tell you today, bro, I'm proud of you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, and I appreciate this. I appreciate this platform. It's a beautiful thing, man. Keep going.
Oh, man, we trying, bro. We trying. All right, have a good one, bro.
All right, much love.
Yo, so if you are not hip, and I don't know if that's like a word these days anyway, but this is Black Business Buzz. And Black Business Buzz is basically our way of being able to promote the next wave of Black businesses and give them as much of a push as we can. We don't charge you anything. We're not asking for anything. Just be upstanding. If somebody calls you as a result of you being on this show, or emails you or whatnot, gets in touch with you and wants to promote your service or brand and or pay you for your service or brand, do good work. That's it. We're not asking you for no money. We're not asking you to do shit else, but be good to the people that are supporting you. And that is the best promotion that you can do. And I don't care what business you are in, what service you offer, what thing you sell or build or whatever the fucking case. Be good to people and do good business. And that is the biggest promotion. Okay. Really nice to know. All right. So one of our next members will be up at about 5:30. So pretty much, I guess I got like 15 minutes of just talking shit. First and foremost, man, shout out to K Chill, man, for the new design. I don't know if y'all up on this, but this is a relatively new design. I think I've had this maybe 3 or 4 months. The sign is like A1. Oh, and I don't know if y'all remember, but I had the Malcolm X in the other background. I had to bring Malcolm with me. Let's see. It's my granddaughter, and this is just my granddaughter and random. Oh no, that's her in different stages of the same year or before. Anyway, it's my granddaughter. It's my daughter with the oh my god. Okay. So I'm not anyway. This is Michigan State Pardons. My daughter made this Intellectually Petty beverage container, and that is hand blown art. And this is this is Max. And this is the Jason costume. And I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it's old and it's been here in this area for I don't know how long. I don't even know if I don't know. But it looks antique and it looks cool. It gets the people going. All right, so I did not bring my phone because I actually would take some phone calls. But if you have any questions or concerns, or you are interested in anything related to Intellectually Petty Radio, now is the time to ask me because I'm bored and talking independently is not really my shtick. What it boggles me about people that have shows by themselves, like Tony Baker specifically, I don't know how they go about it. Like, do they diagram what they want to talk about? Is it just something that comes to his head? But he really does a phenomenal job of keeping you engaged all by himself. I don't think that I am that engaging an individual. However, I got a lot of things that's on my mind. First and foremost, when you are getting on the freeway, please do not do 40 miles an hour on the on-ramp to merge into traffic that is going probably 65, 70, 75, and 80 miles an hour. You will get us all killed. It's annoying, it's dangerous, and it should be a crime. Next, Uh-oh, hold on. All right. I'm sorry to hear that, Rita. I am sick and tired of waiters and waitresses demanding that we tip them X amount of percent. Now, I get that you don't make a livable wage outside of tips. Fully understand that, and I empathize to the max. But if you think that I'm about to tip you 30% for being the shittiest waiter I have ever had, you got another fucking thing coming. You got to be somewhat proficient at the job that you have chosen to do for me to not only pay for my meal, not only pay for my drinks and my date or my kids or my grand or whoever the fuck I'm with, not even just pay that bill, but to pay you specifically extra money because I feel you went beyond the call of duty. Being an asshole serving me is not gonna get you no bread. Being a smart ass, not gonna get you no bread. If matter of fact, being a Buckeye fan, definitely not gonna get you no bread. Actually, I'm gonna do everything I can. That's another story. However, I guess my last thing I really want to discuss is hating. People always claim they got haters, but you never see the haters. I personally do not mind the haters, although I rarely get haters because I am not that popular a person. I guess once popularity kicks in, I'll acquire some haters, and at that point, I may have a different perspective on people hating. But most of the people that are talking about people hating have nobody hating on them; they're just talking about people hating. Does that make sense? And sometimes the why makes me ramble on. So if it's making me ramble on, please let me know, and I'll shut up. Now, this is a good one. Accountability. Accountability is not simply you saying, "Oh yeah, you're right about that," and rolling right past the whole storyline. Accountability equals change. Do not apologize to me if that apologize that do not apologize to me if that apology does not come equipped with change. That in itself is accountability, in my opinion. If all you're gonna do is say, "Hey, you right?" Or, "Hey, you right?" No, nigga, that's not enough. You can agree that whatever I have said was correct, but for us to continue in this particular relationship, that agreement needs to come with some accountability, and that accountability requires change in you. If I did nothing to disrespect you, I don't deserve a disrespect. If I did not offend you, I do not deserve to be offended. Humanity has fallen apart at the seams. I'm not exactly sure when humanity was better per se. However, it's progressively gotten worse. You have people arguing over the dumbest things forever, people falling out over the dumbest shit. If you are more concerned with what your neighbor has than what you have to offer, you're the problem. Anyway, so if you have a business and you would like to promote your brand, please let me know and we will get you on the next show. I'm not sure what happened to Choir, but Stacy should be here in 7 minutes, and I'm over here drowning in the fuckery. We have 3 from now. Okay. Is it okay to teach your son to box? Is that teaching him to be aggressive, or is that teaching him restraint? Is it okay to teach your daughter? And would you be okay with your daughter becoming a boxer? Why or why not? I need to know. Uh, sorry about that. This is really just killing me, and I'm just not good with the. I have to stop saying that. I saw something the other day about your subconscious being the main controller of your success, and how one can predetermine the output of their subconscious by what they put in. So basically, if you continue to tell yourself, I will be a success at podcasting, I will be a success at podcasting, at some point you convince your subconscious to convince the rest of you. And that's when the success occurs because you get more of a myopic view on shit. You know, you get tunnel vision. And success is simply a series of failures. Generally speaking, most people don't come out the gate successful. Although I will say Jodeci, apparently, the first record companies that they went to signed them. It wasn't a big to-do. And then they came with the fire. I don't know. Success is not inevitable. Because if that was the case, Jeff, everybody would be successful and everybody is not. You predict the inevitability of success by your work ethic, your discipline, and your commitment to whatever it is that you have chosen. I have personally seen people who were 1,000 times more talented than their contemporaries, but 10,000 times lazier. And they didn't get off the porch. They felt entitled to a success based on the talent that God gave them. God gives us all talent, but He doesn't give us all success. He gives us all the ability to work toward success, and most of us just don't exercise that. So yeah, I don't believe that success is inevitable any more than I think that love is unconditional. There is no such thing as unconditional love. Everybody requires something to maintain the love they have for you. And I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your grandparents, you can do something so egregious they'll stop loving you. Now, there may be extreme shits that you have to do, don't get me wrong, but that means it's not unconditional. It's got a condition. Everybody has a boundary of fucked up shit you can do to them before they stop loving you. Even your own mama can be like, fuck them. After you shit on your mama for years. You done stole from your mama. You done jumped on your mama. You didn't cuss your mama out. You didn't beat up your brothers and sisters. You're just a family fuck up. You are the epitome of what a black sheep actually is. And your mama say, fuck that. I got other shit to do. It's not unconditional. Now, the closest thing would be the parents of the child. You know, somebody said, what was that? Chris Rock, dogs and women are loved unconditionally. They aren't. They just have a longer string, so to speak. You know, but stop feeding your dog and see what the fuck happens. When that motherfucker get hungry enough, he'll turn on you. That dog has a condition. You have to take care of that dog. If you don't, it's going to be a problem. We should be good in a couple minutes. Give me 1 second. I'm just I know I can't really text and talk. And I don't know why I cannot text and talk. And while I'm at it, so I came up with some questions. Was it last year? I think so. And it was basically for Light Up Illinois in Detroit. Okay, so here's one. What's the most unique thing you've witnessed in a stranger's life? The reason I asked that is me and my ex, and I think I told you the story before, but we were on a boat here in Cleveland. You know, it's just one of those boats that you can ride, you have dinner on it and drink and dance a little bit. But we happened to be sitting next to this young white couple who had just gotten married. Um, and we were the first people, apparently, after their wedding, that they actually talked to. And so, for some reason, we just connected with this young couple, and it was. I ended up buying them, buying us a bottle of wine. We shared it. That was their first wedding toast. So depending on these people, but we will probably be a part of their marriage story for the rest of their lives. And that just makes me feel good that I was able to share a really big moment in somebody's life that I didn't even know existed before that day. And now, for the rest of our lives collectively, we will always have that one moment. What is the biggest thing? Matter of fact, let me make sure we got this right. What's the most unique thing you've witnessed in a stranger's life? Another question. A billionaire or immortality? Which would you prefer? You can save one species from extinction, but it can't be human beings. Which one would you choose? Is a woman hyphenating her name when she gets married disrespectful to her husband? Yeah, I oh my god. Okay, so unfortunately, shout out Ben Franks. Unfortunately, our other two businesses will not be showing up tonight. So shout out to Added Up Records. I do apologize to those people that are fans of the choir. And I can't remember. The choir and Gemini Insurance Company. So shout out to if you anticipated them coming on the show. So did I. They did not show up. God bless them. I hope they are making a gaggle of money right now, and I hope life is treating them great. Okay, if you wake up white tomorrow, what's the first thing you do? Would you trade your child for somebody else's? Who wins in the fight? A flea or a bed bug? What's the least important part of your body? You can love one person forever or be the most attractive person on the planet, but you can't do both. Which one are you choosing? Anyway, on that note, hey, shout out to Jeffrey Craig Malone for showing up, man, and representing his brand. Shout out to Added Up Records, man. We love y'all, man. Much success. Okay, so which one should I use going forward, man, Frank? Let me know. You can type that in the whatchamacallit. You can love one person forever or be the most attractive person on the planet, but you can't do both. I like that one. Oh, the best board game of all time. And ladies out there, would you prefer $5,000 or 5,000 roses? Anyway, I'm out of here. And actually, I'm about to do that one and post it on Instagram. And let me see what we come up with. This has been another episode of Black Business Buzz, although a very disappointing one. It happens sometimes. Love y'all, man. I'm Jobs, and go with the first. I like that one too. Oh, the 5,000 rolls of money. Yeah, Monopoly is nasty work right there, bro. Oh, fuck. Joe, we used to have some fucking Monopoly. Like that shit was dangerous. And while I'm out there, I've really only lost twice in 53 years of Monopoly. And one I kind of just conceded because we kept the board on the table for like a week straight. And I'm just like, fuck it, you win. That's how that one went. The other one, my cousin just beat me fair and square, man. Fuck you, Aaron. Anyway,